Welcome back everyone to Skyrim's Mod of the Day episode 279, and this time I'm reviewing Skyrim creature size variants. We all pretty much crave realism in Skyrim wherever we can get it, but the one thing that always bugged me were the sizes of humanoids and creatures. They were all the same as each other, clones essentially, and despite the humanoid races having slightly different height values, every node would be as tall as another node and so on. Enter creature size variants, the mod that fixes this problem and more, although keep in mind this does require SKSE and Sky UI is recommended so you can access the MCM. Let me walk you through the MCM. Starting on the creatures tab, we can see tons of options. First up would be the size limits section. As you can see, we have the option to set size increase limits in both the interior and exterior cells separately. This is here to stop any creatures that are too large to fit appearing within interior cells. As for the actual number scales, well, 0 means vanilla size, while a number of 1 is a 100% increase or twice the size of vanilla, although keep in mind that this can be raised much further than this, but the author does not recommend it for serious gameplays. The decrease limit behaves in the same way, with 0 being vanilla and 1 being 100% smaller than vanilla. Again, I would not advise going too far with this number, so you would have this set to say 1 each. The creatures will spawn anywhere from 100% smaller to 100% larger. This creates a variety of animals and enemies. It really does make the game feel more organic and real. The author also plans to add an optional size limit for certain creatures in 1.4, such as chickens, which is understandable really, because we don't want the Godzilla-like incarnation of a chicken chasing us down. You'll also notice we have the option to enable dragon scaling, which has the same options as before, and it's purely down to personal preference. Although if you want to get stupid and have some fun, you can still have crazy results if you set it so. Keep in mind to save the game before doing anything crazy though, and we're also provided with a spell to return the creature to their original size if needed. Now let's talk about the stat limits, which is way more interesting than just size. As we can see here, we have a health section and a damage section. That's right, these will scale if you enable them with the creature sizes, which is uber realistic in my opinion. This means a larger creature will not only pack more of a punch, but it will be extremely tough to kill, and vice versa for the smaller variants. This can also be adjusted to your heart's content. If you take a look at the increase and decrease multipliers, you can see it's set to 1 by default, which will scale at a 1:1 ratio with the size of the creatures. This means if a creature scales to twice its vanilla size, its health and damage will also scale to twice that of vanilla, or 100% increase. The same would be correct for decreasing the scales as well. You may also notice you can set limits for both decreasing and increasing stats. Let's make an easy example. Say if you set a maximum creature size to number 2. This could possibly generate a creature 4 times its vanilla size. However, if you leave the increase limit on 1, its stats won't be 4 times vanilla but limited at 2 times vanilla. Again, it works the same way for the decreasing limit. Let's move on to the Humanoids tab. In here, you will notice we can adjust the sizes of both males and females independently, which is a great feature. This way, it will still feel realistic with the majority of females being smaller than their male counterparts, but if you want to flip the tables, you can. The default values seem to be perfect, although don't be afraid to experiment a bit. Keep in mind, the scale works the same way as before, with 1 being 100% larger or smaller, and setting it to this can produce extremely comical results. Don't panic if you believe your followers will be affected, as it currently only affects generic NPCs, such as bandits, guards, or another type of humanoid NPC. This means any NPC with a name will not be touched. And yes, the sizes do vary between each generic category such as guards. We can also adjust the same stat options as before if we so wish. Overall, this is a fantastic mod for realism, and the creature limit option coming in 1.4 will fix any problems the mod may have. I would also like to recommend a race size limit option for humanoids if at all possible, so you can state the max size for Bretons, Imperials, Nords and so on. I think that would be a great addition and would also provide more variety. As always, don't forget to leave an endorsement if you like the mod, or even donate to the author, it really helps them out a lot. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you thought it sucked, leave a comment down below if you have something to say, and don't forget to subscribe for more mod reviews. See you all next time.